Yeah, no worries. do have one question. So were they the ones that did that install of that clean out, or was that someone else?
Someone else.
Okay, because I mean, from here out, I mean, I'll have it recorded and we can send you guys the video and everything.
Yeah.
From here out, it doesn't look terrible.
Okay.
How old? Do you know how old the house is?
Maybe like the 50s or the 60s.
Okay, so I put about 60 years. Because from what I can tell going out, it doesn't look too bad, but I can tell if you look right here in the camera. But this is the line going to that clean out, and you can see this is actually dropped. So this is the top of the pipe.
Oh.
And so you can see it's a big drop that goes down, which isn't necessarily terrible since it's going out.
Yeah.
But obviously you want,
You want
that
it to be like flush.
flush.
Yeah.
But yeah, I noticed that on that clean out because I believe this is that clean out right there, and then it goes down. But I did notice right after the connection, you have this section that's broke.
Oh, so that's the new area, right?
This is no, this is old,
Oh.
clay pipe. This is just after that connection.
Oh, okay.
So this is where they connected in, and you can see that's offset, and that's an issue because everything going out, stuff's gonna catch right there, and that can
Oh.
cause issues. Do you know typically where your stoppages are? Do they let you know how far out they are?
I don't know.
Do they typically like come to this one to clear it, or do they pull a toilet and clear it if you guys do have issues?
I don't know.
Okay.
My husband knows. I don't know.
No worries.
have
But
no
yeah, so I
idea.
did notice that little, this crack in the pipe, which
You talked to him on the phone, right?
just for a second.
Will you tell him everything? Because he's
Yeah,
gonna ask me,
yeah.
and I'm not gonna be like.
Well, this is recording as I'm doing this.
Oh, okay,
so this
perfect.
whole thing, the whole time has been recording.
But
so,
not your voice, right?
No, I mean
Okay.
I can voice over.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give it to Chris, and then we can actually send you guys the video, so you
Okay.
have a video of the whole line.
Okay, cool.
Because I did go out a bit further. But yeah, so I did notice that. So if you were to fix that, that would probably be a section that you could try and cut out
Okay.
and put in new, just just try it if you can.
Okay.
Whoever you get to do it. But we'll, I can write that all up and let Chris know, and
Okay.
but yeah, so this is one issue. But if because the only thing is when you get to the pipe that's that old, you're kind of getting to the point where it's at its life expectancy.
Yeah.
This older cast iron's about, it'll last about 60 years, 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, you get more.
Oh, so it's time to change it then.
It could, yeah, it's definitely time to start thinking about changing it. I wouldn't necessarily say you need lining because, as you can see, the pipes, it is rough, but it doesn't have any valleys. So a lot of the time when we see, there's valleys right here. So there's big humps. So it has like a small line to go through, but this is, somewhat, it's all right pipe. It's not terrible, it's not amazing, but it
Okay.
still has shape, and the bottom doesn't look like it's too roughed up.
Okay.
But I will definitely talk to Chris and Jeff and we'll look at the video and see exactly if it's ideal to get lining.
Okay.
Because you said that they were just going to do this outside section, correct? Is what they wanted to do for the lining?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Because I don't think it's
I think they gave my husband two options. They're like, either we can completely replace it, like tear this whole thing out and
Right,
replace
right.
it, or we just do a lining inside.
right, which we typically don't do lining.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not nothing bad to do lining. It's just we don't prefer it because you're just kind of, in a sense, band-aiding.
Yeah.
You're kind of putting a band-aid over
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because eventually you'll have to replace it. But I mean, it doesn't look like you guys have terrible line going out as of right now.
Okay.
It looks like it's still holding a good shape on the bottom of the pipe.
Okay. The part where you said that it drops, it's out there?
Yeah,
Like
it's at that
where they
cl-
replaced it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
where the last person replaced it. When you go out, you can actually see how bad it actually. Which I think what they did is they did missionary bands, which those bands are all rubber, And sometimes if you don't get a good compaction on all the dirt, the weight of the dirt is going to drop it. Because underneath the pipe, they didn't pack it well, so it's soft underneath, but the weight on top pushes it into that. And what we do is we do a little bit different bands where they have metal on the outside of the rubber. But these ones you just band it on and it's rubber in the center, so it has flex going up and down and left and right. And I think that's what I can see right here is that's that rubber.
So you think
that
over
it
time
dropped.
it'll get bad right there?
I mean, yeah, this could cause a lot, especially down here when you get to this, since it's not, it's gonna stop a lot of stuff coming out. Anything can catch on all that. But yeah, I will get this recording over to Chris and he can upload it and we can, send it over and then we can talk about what we, say we recommend you guys should do. But we can definitely, I don't want to say for sure at the moment that you don't need lining because we just don't prefer it.
Yeah.
Because did they give you a proposal for replacing it or just lining it?
Both. So I think, I don't know how much he gave him. I don't know if he gave him a proposal yet. I think he did. I don't know. He's handling it, but I think he asked for a proposal for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Doesn't
I
replace it right now.
would say if you're gonna pick one, depending on your price difference, it almost looks like there's a connection right there. But I would say we always recommend replacing it because then you replace it, you're good for 40 years.
Yeah.
If you have it, installed correctly, you should be good for a long time on that.
Okay.
Lining can make it better for a short time. Sometimes it can make it worse because if you don't have a clean enough pipe, then you're still going to have some valleys.
Yeah.
It's the same as if you're putting a tarp over dirt. You're still going to have those bumps and everything on the dirt.
Yeah.
Which.
How long do you think the lining will like band-aid the problem?
I can't say for sure. Every line lasts different.
Okay.
But I will talk to Jeff and Chris, and we'll discuss like what we think. You guys what your best action should be next, and then so obviously, so you guys aren't wasting money on doing something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will definitely let him know. But that clean out for sure would need to be at least at some point inspected and replaced again because it did fall. Which we have issues like that every now and then. It's compaction, and it's also sometimes those mission bands. They're just rubber, so it gives a chance for it to happen.
So the ones you guys use are metal, you said?
What we use is it's actually a clay to cast iron. So the clay's size, the thickness of the pipe is a lot thicker.
Okay.
So but it has rubber, and then it has a metal kind of case over the rubber, so it holds it a lot more firm.
And you think the one they used didn't have that?
Right. We run into that mission bands. That's why we try and stay away from mission bands because it's just rubber.
Okay.
And if you don't compact right, it can sink and it can cause that.
Okay. All right, I'm taking mental note of everything. I'm gonna call him.
Yeah. I mean, I'll call Chris and then I'll probably.
He said to leave that kind of loose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So because in case anything, it'll come out here.
Okay.
But yeah, I will definitely let